Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when and where you're viewing this. Guys, do me a favor. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Mike. I am the Crypto Liberal. Do me a favor, right? I have been nailing the Bitcoin movements pretty much exactly for months at this point. And I don't have any followers, right? Help me spread the word. I haven't been making many videos just because I'm not incentivized to do it. I need some support, right? I need your help to get the word out because we are nailing it on this channel. Not only are we nailing the Bitcoin movements, we are nailing getting into alts at the exact moment they're turning bullish versus Bitcoin. We had 5 charts that we've shown you. 5 charts were all up against Bitcoin. And we've nailed Bitcoin. We've nailed the Bitcoin movement. And I'll prove it to you on this video. So do me a favor. Give me a like. Give me a subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you know when I'm making a new video. So let's start with Bitcoin. Right? Bitcoin is not doing well today. But what did I tell you 3 weeks ago? I've been saying this every video I make, right? My inclination is that Bitcoin's going down before it goes back up. I've always said the path of least resistance for Bitcoin right now is lower. I've said that repeatedly for weeks and weeks. It's months at this point. So I'm just going to show you one instance where we've talked about this. And it was 3 weeks ago where we were talking about the resistance lines we have on the chart and the support lines we have on the chart and what's going to happen when we break support. So let's look at it. This is from 3 weeks ago, mind you. Watch this.
Will the blue line hold? We are right on top of it. Excuse me. We are right on top of it. And there's an hour left to the day. Can that blue line hold? And can it hold today? Can it hold tomorrow? Can it hold through the weekend? If that blue line does not hold, I'm afraid we're coming back down to this lower red line, which you can see has served as support ever since we hit our lows. Daily support, right? So it held 3 different times. And I would not be surprised, right, if we close a daily below this blue line, we come back down to this red line. We break, we've been making higher lows. Higher low back here on June 19th, June 20th. Higher than a higher low on, the beginning of July 2nd, 3rd, 4th. And then even a higher low on July 12th. And then a higher low on July 25th. Well, we might, if we break this blue line, I think we're going to break this last higher low from June 25th, 6th, 7th, right? And we're going to break below that and come back down to this red line. That's my thoughts right now.
Okay. So, right, let's look at where we're at. It didn't happen right then, but I said, will it hold today, tomorrow, over the weekend? I wasn't predicting it was going to break that blue line right then, but what happened? I've been telling you for weeks that the path of least resistance is lower. So this was back here when we were, right? This is when that video was made 3 weeks ago, way back here. And I said, if we break that blue line, we're going to go below this prior higher low back here, right? Well, what happened? After that video, we went back up to challenge the resistance line. The resistance line that we've been talking about for months on this channel, that red line, right? We challenged it. We got rejected. I told you that that's the strongest resistance we have to beat right now. Do not get excited about Bitcoin until we get above that red line, until we hold it for a month, maybe, a month, maybe 2 months. Come back down and test that red line as support. Well, we didn't even get above it. So we came back down, broke the blue line, and what's happened, right? We're now below that prior higher low. And we're coming down to the lower red line. Look at that red line, what we talked about on that video. There's the 3 support touches, and now we're coming back down to it. Right now, today, that red line is at about, 20,000. And then, it's hovering around 20,000. It's going up, but so expect to challenge about 20,000. I've told you this 3 flippin' weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, I told you we were going to challenge that red line again. And that red line is very, very, very key. I'm not even saying that red line's going to hold. I think it's going it's gonna stall. This dump is gonna stall out at that red line. Is my prediction, right? This is not financial advice. I could be totally wrong. Usually I'm not, and if you watch my videos, usually I'm not. But I think that this dump will stall out at that red line right now. It might bounce off of it, might not, but I think that red line is going to offer some support. But I'm not convinced that it will hold at all. I'm not convinced that we're not going back down to those lows that we saw in the 17,000 range. I'm not convinced that we're not going to go below 17,000. But I've been telling you for months on this channel, do not get excited about Bitcoin until we get above this red line up here. Get above it. Get above it and hold above it for a week, 2 weeks, a month, maybe 2 months. Come back down and test that red line that was resistance. Make sure it turns into support. If it bounces off, then and only then can you get excited about Bitcoin. I've been telling you that for months, and we're getting rejected off that resistance line that I've been showing you for months. That resistance line goes back nearly 2 years at this point. It's for those 2 years it served as resistance, it served as support. Nobody else on YouTube, nobody else on Twitter is telling you about that. In fact, they were all telling you we were going to 28,000. They were telling you we were going to 30,000. They were telling you we were going to 35, 40,000. I have been telling you for months that line would serve as resistance, that the path of least resistance is lower, and where are we at? Where are we at? Help me spread the word. Help me spread the word that we're nailing it on this channel. Give me some incentive to make more videos. I was making them daily, but my viewer count wasn't increasing, and I was lacking the incentive. I need some incentive. Help me spread the word. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, share this video. Okay, so that's Bitcoin, right? I'm of the opinion we're going down to challenge that lower red line. We're still $500 or $600, $700 above it right now. Could challenge it this weekend. I think we might bounce off of it. We might not. But I would not be surprised if we come back down and challenge these lows, which right now are 18 to the wick down to 17 something, right? They wick down to 17,000. Way down here it was 17.5. I would not be surprised if we come back down and challenge that. I would not be surprised if we bounce off of this support line to start with. But we'll see where we end up. But those are the key things, right? That support line, see if it holds. If it holds, we might get a little bit of a bounce. We might not. But again, do not get excited about Bitcoin until we get above the resistance. There's no reason to. There is no reason to. And I've been telling you that for months on this channel. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. So that's not it, right? So a couple months ago, I told you, get out of Bitcoin and put it into Ethereum. Because I expect a 50% return pretty quickly, right? Go back to prior videos. Go back a couple months ago. I brought the Ethereum chart to you when it was at the absolute bottom versus Bitcoin, and I told you it was about to turn around. I moved out of Bitcoin into Ethereum, and I also moved it into ADA, and we're winning the ADA trade. It's not quite as strong of a return right now versus Bitcoin as the Ethereum trade was, right? We got in Ethereum. I got out of Ethereum. And I told you exactly what was going to happen. You want proof? Check out this video this is from 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Here we go.
The weekly chart, okay? And if you've been following me, I told you at the exact moment it hit bottom, right? When we hit this red line down here, I said, hey, I'm moving from Bitcoin into Ethereum. And I said, this is going to be the fastest moving of the charts I'm giving you. At this time, we were in Ethereum and ADA. And I said, this will get to our target faster than our ADA chart. And that's happened, right? But I told you when one Bitcoin was worth 0.052 Ethereum. And what happened since then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 weeks. All of them bullish except one. And I told you from the start, from this very bottom that our target was this upper blue line. And in fact, I took profits just before the blue line. So the blue line was about 50%. So we're obviously higher than a 50% return right now if you're still in the trade. I took profits at about 45%, and I don't regret it at all, at all. And what's happened to Ethereum, right, is we've exceeded this blue line, but the weekly candle still hasn't closed. Much like today's daily candle on Bitcoin, we were exceeding the resistance, but it closed below it on the daily, right? But this is the weekly chart. So we have 3 days left, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, to see where this weekly candle closes. I'm expecting, now I could be wrong, I'm expecting that chart, that Ethereum chart to close below the blue line. Could be wrong, not financial advice, but we'll see. I just don't see the resistance breaking that easily. And if it does, I don't trust it. So we'll see what happens in the next 3 days. But I would totally not be surprised if Ethereum comes back and closes the weekly at or below that blue line, right? Okay? So what I'm expecting Ethereum to do is to close below that blue line and come back down and test the red line as support. I will get into Ethereum at that point again. The weekly.
Okay. So, right, let's see where you saw the video from 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I told you about this, right? That blue line was key, that I expected to come back below it. Let's see where we are now. Where are we? Was I right? Right? I nailed, right? I told, go back further than that and watch my videos. I told you at the exact bottom where to get into Ethereum, get out of Bitcoin, move it into Ethereum, then got a 50% return. I told you at the exact moment I was getting out on Twitter and on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter at crypto_liberal. I told you exactly where I was getting out. I got a 45% return. If you stayed in it a little longer than me, you got more than a 50% return. But I told you, we're going to go back below that blue line. If we get above it, do not trust it. I did not trust it. What's happened? Let's look at where we're at right now. So let's go to, again, if you're new to my channel, we go to we're tracking Ethereum versus Bitcoin, and we do it on the Coinbase chart, and we do the weekly, right? The weekly. So let's look at it, right? Let's look at it. This is where we started. I told you get out of Bitcoin, move it into Ethereum, right? We went up, and this is where I made that video, right? This is the week we made that video 2 weeks ago. And it did. It closed above the blue line. But what did I say in that video? Even if it closes above the blue line, I do not trust it. And what's happened? The next week we dumped. This week is red, right? I did not trust it. We're on our way back, in my opinion, to this red line. Believe me or not, right? This is not financial advice. But why wouldn't you believe me at this point? What's holding you back? Give me a like, give me a subscribe. I'm nailing it. I need some followers. Give me some followers, right? We need to spread the word because we are nailing it on this channel. I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped. Even when we're going down, right? I am dollar cost averaging. I put more money into ADA today. ADA is going to scream higher by the end of the year, I think. Scream higher. It's going to crush Bitcoin by the end of the year. I've been telling you that since I started this channel like 17 weeks ago. I've been telling you since day one, any new money put into ADA will outperform Bitcoin and outperform Ethereum. And by the end of the year, not immediately, but even though it's kind of even with Bitcoin right now. But I also said first I said ADA will outperform Ethereum and Bitcoin by the end of the year, a year from now, 5 years from now. And Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin by those same time frames. And so far, it's playing out, right? ADA is kind of even with Bitcoin right now, and Ethereum has crushed Bitcoin. We just saw evidence of that. Now is the key time for ADA and Ethereum. Ethereum, I expect to come back a little bit, but by the end of the year, I think ADA will scream higher. When Vassal is launched, it's going to scream higher. I'm going to scream on this video if you don't give me some followers, right? Help me spread the word. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. So that's all I have for today, right? We are nailing it on this channel. We are nailing it. let's see how my predictions today do. Because we'll see if we come back down and test the red line in Bitcoin like I told you was going to happen 3 weeks ago. We'll see if we come back down and test the support line on Ethereum like I told you 2 weeks ago. I think we're doing pretty good on this channel. So give me a like, give me a subscribe. I am so pumped because that's where I was going, right? I dollar cost average today into ADA, and it will scream higher by the end of the year. When you have these drawdowns, right? This is the time to dollar cost average. I'm shoving every single penny I can into ADA, and I'm waiting for the Ethereum to come back, and I'll shove some more pennies into Ethereum at that point. But now's not the time to be excited about Bitcoin. So give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me some motivation to come back to this channel and make some videos for you because, frankly, we're the only channel on YouTube that is nailing these predictions. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. I love you all. Thanks for watching. My name is Mike. I am the Crypto Liberal. Ban the guns.